Hi everyone, thanks so much for watching. In today's video, I'm gonna do a recap of all the new things I have tried in 2021. Sort of a, the first 6 months of the year. What are my top products that I've tried, and then what's at the bottom. So initially I thought I would do a top 5, bottom 5, but it was really hard for me to narrow down my top picks. I actually sat here with probably 15 products, and I have whittled it down to 3, 6, 7. So it's a top 7 and a bottom 5. Yeah. So anyways, also I know I mentioned in a previous video, but I did have Botox and lip filler done a couple of days ago. So I do have bruising. I bruise consistently. And so I've worn my darkest lipstick, but I'm sure you can see, I really tried to cover the bruising, but if that bothers you, I totally understand and I'm sorry. Please feel free just to not watch this video. I tried to cover it up as best I could, but I get that for some people it's maybe alarming or just uncomfortable to watch. I would put off filming, but we're actually going away. We're going to see family in another province here, and I'll be gone a week. So I wanted to get another video done before we left, and then hopefully when I come back, all of this discoloration is gone. Now, I don't usually wear such a bold lip, but I'm kind of loving it. This was so much work. First of all, to cover the bruising was a lot of work. And then I thought I would try that reverse foundation, where you go in first with powder and then setting spray and then foundation. So I did that today, and then the bold lip. So anyways, my makeup took just forever this morning. But if you would be interested in seeing that reverse foundation routine, maybe leave me a comment down below. I would be happy to film it. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I feel like my makeup looks heavier than it normally does. I hope it looks okay on camera. So anyways, let's get into my top 5/7 products. So I'm not gonna go in any particular order. To be truthful, it was hard enough for me to narrow it down to these. Never mind now take these and try to rank them. But I went back through my videos and I watched anything that was like a haul or purchase video. I watched all of my faves and fails, and I grabbed all those products that I love, plus anything that's sitting here on my desktop, and then from that pile, I narrowed it down to these ones. So the first one, this is the Fenty Beauty Eaze Drop Blurring Skin Tint. I have it in the shade number 3. I love this foundation. This works so well on my dry, mature skin. I've heard other people say they find this drying. I don't. I find it actually quite hydrating. It sits beautiful. It wears well through the day. I put it on with a sponge and I feel like I get this beautiful, dewy, light coverage foundation. I wear this every day. On my trip, we're actually going camping, but I will still be in full makeup every day. So this is what I'm gonna pack, and I'll only take this. Now, I do also really love the Ordinary's Serum Foundation. I love that one. But this is the one that, over that one, I consistently grab for, and I feel like this wears better through the day. I wear this every day. Every single day. I absolutely love this foundation. Another product that I can, so that's the thing, when I was looking at these products, it was like, if you use these up, would you be okay to not repurchase? And the answer for all of these was no. And this was one that I purchased this mini. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. This is in 2 Fair, and I'll show you. Again, this is the mini. I've taken the stopper out, and it comes with the doe foot there. I've repurchased the full size. So that's the product there. I use this as a liquid highlight. Now you can use it underneath foundation to give you a dewiness underneath. You could mix it in with your foundation. I use it as a cream highlight. I love it. I can't live without it. It's expensive, but I will say you can get, I think this little mini one is about $20. And I think that's a great place to start. I know I say it all the time, but I always prefer to purchase mini when I can first. And then if I love it, purchase the full size. So Again, I have purchased the full size. I wear this every single day. I absolutely love it. I do have it on today. All of these things I have on today. Yep, all of the faves, all of the loves I have on today. And I think you can see that. Like, it's just this shift, this slight dewiness. Now, I did top it with the new Mario highlighter that I bought, but I love it. I love it. I wear it by itself all the time. Okay, the next one. I'm sure you guys are sick of me talking about this cream blush. I mention this product all the time. I'm so sorry. This might even be super redundant. I feel like I do talk about these products all the time, but I love what I love. What can I say? This is the cream blush by Tower 28. It's the Beach Please. I have the shade Magic Hour. I think you can even see how much of a dip is in there. This is beautiful. It's balmy, it's creamy, it blends well. It does set down, but it stays hydrating. Like, when I blend it out there on my hand, I can still ever so, well, I got that other Charlotte Tilbury product underneath, but it gives this beautiful, flushed blush look that I love. It doesn't enhance my pores in this area. It sits beautifully. It wears well. Now, I do tend to top this actually. If I want it to really last, I will top it like I did today with a little powder blush. But I feel like it's beautiful on its own. If I want to get longevity, it layers beautifully with powdered blush after. This color I love. It's great for, again, my older, dry skin loves this product. It's easy. It's easy to use and I love it. Okay, also no surprise, this concealer from The Ordinary has to be in here because I wear this every day. This is actually my second tube of this. That's how much I love it. I have gone through a whole one and I probably have, I don't know, 5 or 6 concealers in my collection. But I love this so much. When I used it up, I immediately repurchased. Now, if you're not familiar with The Ordinary, I think this concealer is less than $6. It's just called the Concealer High Coverage Formula. I have it in 1-2N. It definitely can be full coverage. Let me put a little bit here on the back of my hand so I can show you how it looks. So that's the product there. Now, if you were to go in with a finger or a brush to apply it, full coverage, no question. Now, I have incredibly dry eyes and I get eczema quite often on my upper lids. So I go in with a sponge and I use very little and I blend it out. And it's the most beautiful amount of coverage. It stays hydrated under my eyes. It doesn't dry out. It wears wonderfully through the day. Like, you know how some concealers, as they wear through the day, can almost look patchy? Like they sort of break apart and then you can just see where it's covering and where it's not. I don't feel like this does that. It wears really well. It will crease a little bit. I have to be careful. I go in with very little. Now I do set my upper lid, but I don't set underneath. Any creasing I have, I just will tap and it just sort of refreshes and smooths it out again. So yeah, I wear this every day. I love it. If you haven't tried it, it's so affordable and such an amazing product. Okay, the next one is this from Glow Recipe. This is the Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist. I think this is the third one of these I've had this year actually, because I think I got one in a BoxyCharm and then I purchased one in the pop-up sale and now I'm buying them full price off Sephora, which is always, like if I'm buying it full price off Sephora, I know I love it. I think this is in Canada $37 on the Sephora website, so it is a little pricey. You only get 2.5 ounces, so it's not a ton of product. I don't think I can go without this now that I've tried it. So it has, first of all, the mister on it. Like, it's so fine. Let's put a little more. It smells amazing. It's got this fresh watermelon scent. I love how the mister feels. Every time I use this, my skin feels better. It feels hydrated. My makeup looks better. It just sort of melts it all together, especially if I'm, you know, looking a little heavy or I'm looking a little powdery. This just takes that down. It just blends it together. It gives a beautiful, subtle glow to the skin. I love this. I won't be without it now. And again, I think this is my third one like in the last 6 months. So love, love, love this setting mist. Okay, and then the last products I'm going to talk about go together. This is the brow duo that I'm using every day. So this is how I do my brows now. I don't even know how many brow products, to be honest, probably 20. Like I keep them in this jar. Like I have just a ton of brow products. These are the ones I reach for and the only ones I'm using. So the first one is from NYX. It's the Lift and Snatch, and I have it in espresso. If you haven't seen this product, it's like a felt tip on it, and it gives the most beautiful hair-like strokes. Amazing. I go in, now this is from the drugstore, so fairly affordable. I think most of those products actually that I talked about, except for The Ordinary, they're all from Sephora. So I'm sorry, they are favorites, but they're all pretty high end. The concealer's not, and these brow products are not. So I go in first with this and I create hair where I have no hair. Now I do have lots of brow hair, but I also have areas where I'm missing hair. I have like bald patches, and I like to build it up so it's a little more dramatic at the front because I am, I'm thinning there a little bit. And then after I go in with that and create the hair-like strokes, I go in with this product from e.l.f. This is the Wow Brow. I have it in dark brown. And I love this wand, first of all. It's just the perfect size for me. I go in, now it is a tinted brow gel with fibers. So it tints them, it holds them. I would say this is kind of a medium hold. It's not the firmest brow gel I have, but it does tend to give me just a little bit of hold. And then the fibers build it up. I love this. I use this. It's so quick and easy for me. Again, when I'm, going away camping here, because I will still do my brows. Those actually, all of those products are what I'm going to take. That is almost all I need even. So yeah, so that's my top 5, my top 7 products. Those are the things that I have tried so far in 2021 that are the top of the top. Now there's lots of other products. I could grab 10 more products easy that I'm loving, but I tried to really narrow it down to the ones that I absolutely can't live without. Let's get into the products that didn't work for me. So no surprise, this cream blush from Bite Beauty. This product, I want to love it, you guys. I know I've talked about it. I've talked about it a few times in fails videos. I've talked about it, yeah, I don't know. Lots of times I've talked about it. It just doesn't work for me. When I first saw this online, I thought, how cute is that packaging? Now, I think I have this in Watermelon Margarita or something. All these products, I'll link with the shades and pricing and all that in case you're curious, but I grabbed this right away when it came on the Sephora site. First of all, it feels like there's nothing in here, and I've used it like less than 5 times. I've squeezed that almost all the way together. Let's see if we can get a little bit out. Yeah, like it feels like an empty product, which I don't always mind that there's less product in something, but then don't charge me this $40 or $45 price tag. When I first spread this out, it's a beautiful color. I love this shade of it. It feels very wet, almost cooling. And can you see how it looks patchy? So it picks up my foundation, first of all. When I put this over top of my foundation, it picks it up. And then it just blends out to almost nothing. I can't tell if it's patchy or if there's shimmer in it that makes it look patchy. But I think you can even see that on the back of my hand. It just looks patchy. It looks patchy on my face, and I don't want that, right? Like I want a nice, smooth, flush, blended blush, and this doesn't do that. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Maybe a friend would like to try it. And then another product that I know I've talked about a ton is this from Saie. It's their cream highlighter. Now, I think online they actually don't recommend you use this on top of foundation. They recommend you use it underneath. And so I've tried that. I've tried to use it underneath my foundation as like a as a primer to get some glow. As soon as I put anything on top of it, you can't see it. When I mix it into foundation, you can't see it. And then if I try to put this over top of foundation, it immediately breaks up the foundation. So you can't use it that way. When I put it here, like, it looks pretty enough. And I have seen other people talk about, like, you can see that there. I wanted this to be like the Charlotte Tilbury because it's cheaper, but it's not the same. It's not as good. I just don't like it. It doesn't work for me. You know, there I think it looks shimmery, but honestly, as soon as I put any foundation over top, that's immediately gone. Okay, another product. I got this in a BoxyCharm. This is from LMS. It's the Superfood Glow Priming Moisturizer. Sounds like I'm gonna love it. Sounds like all the things I want. I'll put a little bit here, this hand. Maybe I should put it on my other hand, but. So it looks like it's gonna be this beautiful, priming, glowy product. It's not. As soon as I put it on, it feels drying. It has kind of an alcohol-y smell to it, and it makes the foundation I put over top of it look terrible. I can't get anything to sit nice on top of this. And you know what else? I don't want to work that hard at it, right? Like, you either work under the foundations I love or you don't. And this doesn't. I don't know what I'm going to do with this huge, like, this is such a big bottle of it. Yeah, 2 fluid ounces. Lots of LMS products I love. This one, I just don't understand it. It makes my makeup look terrible. It's not glowy. If anything, I would say this is mattifying. So yeah, it doesn't work for me. My skin is too dry for this product. Okay, another one that's not gonna be a surprise to be down here in the bottom. This is the Tatcha, the Silk Powder. This is their new powder that they came out with. I thought I was gonna love this. This is just a little mini of it. It came in a little gift set that I bought. It feels wonderful. Like, it absolutely feels, you're not gonna be able to really see anything, but when I put that on the back of my hand, it feels powdery and silky and beautiful. And as soon as I put it on my face, I look 10 years older. My skin looks crepey, heavy. It's terrible. It's terrible every time I use it. So why do that? I've seen other people talk about how much they love this product. So maybe if you've got oily skin, maybe it's a better fit for you. But I feel like it was marketed for, you know, mature, dry skin. So yeah, anyways, I'm not even sure I'll get through this mini of it. I just don't know how to use this product and make it work. It doesn't work for me. Okay, and then the last product that didn't work for me is this mascara from e.l.f. This is the mini, and this is the Lash It Loud mascara. This is terrible. It's got one of those hard plastic spiky brushes, which I don't like. The product doesn't make my lashes look longer. It doesn't make them look thicker. It's just not for me. I know lots of people here that I've watched love this mascara. It's just not for me. I prefer a ton of other mascaras over this. Thankfully, I bought the mini, but this one's just not gonna work for me. So there you have it. There is the best of the best and the worst of the worst. I will say those products that are in the bottom 5, really, that was all I had that I thought was terrible and I can't make work. So out of, 6 months of purchasing things, that's actually not that bad. And most of those are mini sizes. So as I always say, whenever I'm trying something new, when I can, I buy a mini size for that reason. And then the products that I love, there was lots I've loved this year, but I narrowed it down to the products that I just can't live without. And actually most of those products I've repurchased even in the years. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you would subscribe, that would be amazing. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, everyone.